is it. I'm really happy with this pickup, eh? So what do you think? Hey guys, how you doing there? Welcome to our latest episode.
Yeah, hoy hoy, and another acquisition from movieposters.com for Big Polly here. Big Clint, a classic Firefox, one of his lesser known movies, but we both checked it out at the theaters way back in 1980?
Way back in 82 when the film came out. And yeah, and like Jose said, we were at movieposters.com last weekend. We've been there a couple times. They have a really great selection of vintage posters, and this is the latest crown jewel in my empire.
Yeah. Now, condition-wise, there's two major things. There's actually separation. It's ripped along the fold lines there and there.
Yeah.
But that, if you're gonna get it, backed, I mean, it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
The main thing that it's got no kind of discoloration, no kind of serious rips or things missing from the poster, so that things that would affect the cost of the restoration. So something like that can be easily remedied when it gets back. But very nice looking poster, and it wasn't you didn't break the bank on this one. You actually got a very reasonable price on it.
$68.
Wow, Canadian, so you convert it into whatever like that. That's probably something around $45-50 US for a vintage poster, when some new posters, like for brand new releases, can be going for $50-100 or more for Star Wars posters. Yeah, it's a nice pickup value-wise. I mean, cool.
I already contacted Backing to the Future. They gave me a quote on the restoration and linen backing. It's going to be $150.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so I'll probably set it up. Actually, this one's not going to go for a couple months. I'm still going to wait. I got like 2 months before the Logan's Run poster comes back.
Yeah, actually, you probably do the same thing. Like I said, I wait till something comes back before I resubmit something else. It's just like comfort level thing. I want to have something back and not have multiple things going on at the same time. Yeah. And also from a financial standpoint, it lets you kind of catch up and put away the money to pay for the restoration that's going to cost you to get it nicely ready for framing.
Now, I think a lot of people don't. I think when most of us think about Clint Eastwood, we tend to think about his Western movies.
Yeah, that's what he's famous for. The Man with No Name, the Sergio Leone trilogy, and all this other work.
Or the Dirty Harry movies.
Yeah. But the man's had a 50-plus year career, so I mean, he's done more than that, of course. I mean, and this is an example of that. Firefox is, like I said, it's a nice, taut, Cold War kind of movie, kind of gritty and dark, but well done, I thought. I mean, if I remember correctly, it didn't break any box office records, but did well enough. I mean, he was always, putting out solid material there, and from a standpoint, like, I mean, I can say I can look back on it, and it's going to seem somewhat dated, but I mean, it's still a solid movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, the reviews on this movie were
mixed.
And as far as box office,
it didn't set the world on fire.
Respectable.
It was respectable. Yeah.
Cost $21 million to make. It made about $42 million at the box office.
Well, whenever you can, basically double your production costs, I mean, that's not bad.
Double ROE. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
From a return on investment standpoint,
Yeah. But anyways, I think we've gone on long enough on this one. Really happy with this. What we've got is a really fantastic episode for you tonight. Something we haven't done in a while. Yeah,
we got to catch up, man. We usually had a new book feature, like I said, for people collecting new books. So, it's been several months, so we're going to just feature some new cool covers.
It's cool. It's a cool covers episode. One of the books I'm showing is not a new book, but it's a really cool cover.
Well, I basically brought stuff that I picked up in the local comic shops and in the wild in the last 2, 3, 4 months.
Yeah. Okay, so enough of this. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna get set up and get started.
Hoy hoy.
Okay, so here we go. Jose is starting off the hit parade tonight. Jose.
Yeah, hoy hoy. So these are all books picked up in the wild on the local comic book shops that I have paid no more than cover price for. So in that sense, being a frugal. So here we are. We're starting with Cho Time. So the first book here is Harley Quinn, volume number 3, issue number 44. This is the B variant Frank Cho cover. Yeah, classic Cho. These look great on the Virgin-esque B covers. Like I said, without all that trade dress, it really concentrates the attention on the image, and it's a fun image. So the next one is Harley Quinn, volume 3, issue number 46. Again, the B variant, the Cho. Simple but fun. It might be tough with the white covers. Like I said, the plus side is it really concentrates the eye on the image, but you want to make sure you look over that copy before you pick it up. So make sure that nobody's put their grimy paws while they were looking at the book. So make sure with the whites that they are really, really white.
Yeah, and it's hard for you to pick which Frank Cho's you want to show because he's been doing a lot of Harley Quinn lately, and they're all absolutely spectacular.
He's killing
covers.
it.
Yeah.
They're on my pull list, and I only get what I get, so.
Okay, for my next segment, we have some Suicide Squad action. Here we have Volume 4, issue number 42. This is the B variant, the Francesco Mattina cover. Now, I like him. He's a really big young name that's garnered quite a lot of attention. This is a good, but not a great cover. But why I picked it up, it's got a great image of the three characters there, Deadshot, Katana, and of course Harley with a skull motif in the background.
Love the skull backdrop.
Yes, great motif, very painterly style, fantastic one. So going to the next one there, Suicide Squad Volume 4, issue number 43. Again, it's the B variant. This is another awesome Mattina cover. Why I picked it up, love the skulls. Love the skulls, very atmospheric.
These never look cool.
Very
Great.
gothic, got it creepy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I could have saved this for a Halloween thing instead of like a great
Yeah,
Halloween
for
cover,
sure.
but man, very atmospheric. Like I said, no brainer for me. Snatched it as soon as I saw it.
Fantastic, Jose. Fantastic.
Okay, for Paulie's pick here, we got some commonality on this one. That's why I'm introducing. I really like the image on this Dr. Aphra. You know me, I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I bow to you. You are the god when it comes to picking up all these titles.
Yeah.
But this is a nice cover.
It is, and I mean, I've been collecting the Star Wars and the Dr. Aphra. I've been collecting them for quite a while now, but truth be told, I like the Aphra covers better than the Star Wars covers for the most part, and I just had to pick one. This is Aphra number 18. I think this one came out in May. Just love the image on the front. Just really well done. Sorry, it wasn't really, it was Ashley Witter, and I think it's an artist we don't mention that often, but just an absolutely fantastic cover. Can't say enough about it.
All I can say is ditto. I picked it up too.
Next up, we got Eagle-Eyed Oog, who's going to be doing a twofer here. What's this, Guardians of the Galaxy we're starting with?
Guardians of the Galaxy, but what volume? Volume number 3, because I've had so many damn volumes, right? But this, at the time that this was put out, it was Brian Michael Bendis. You know he's top of his game as far
Big
as
name.
writing and stuff. Big name. It was excellent. And I just wanted to look for run books more than anything that were really cool. That's got to be one of them, man. That is just...
Love her expression.
I love it. I love the expression. A lot of the books I brought today have expressions, so let's check them out.
Yeah, up close there, man. Like zoomed in. What's the book
Okay,
underneath it?
Underneath it, it's Fantastic Four. Obviously, they're coming back pretty soon in August. You'll see them back finally in newsprint or new comic book
Well,
form
Disney doesn't have.
for the first time. In
Disney
a while.
doesn't have to worry about not printing a Fantastic Four title now once they own the Fox
Very
library
cool
stuff.
comical cover.
So yeah, you know what?
It's kind of comical. It's kind of cartoony, but also I like the expression on her faces, like, "Oh, you!" Like you can almost like see what she's about to say.
Very John Burnish, who happens to be coming to the Fan Expo this year. But yeah, I like the look of that cover.
Yeah, I just thought it was fun.
Okay, so next up, Jose, doing another two-for, aren't we?
Yes, the theme of this one, of course, Catwoman. So we start off here with Batman, volume number 3, issue number 49. Of course, this is the B variant, the Stanley Lau art germ cover. Now, I really, really like this cover. Although I must admit, I think Cat's Rump could do with some Cho, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So the book underneath here is a Catwoman, volume number 5, issue number 1. Yeah, the
have
B
it too.
variant. This is the Stanley Art Germ Lau cover. Now this is a great top level Art Germ cover. I haven't gotten to read it yet, but there are rumors of a first appearance. Love it. Classic Art Germ.
Oh yeah.
I think we liked it so much, I think all three of us picked it up.
Oh yeah.
Retro Rare pickup from just a few weeks ago.
So we have a first consensus book here of the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, I've got a twofer coming at you, and these are both Hawkman books. Retro Rare pickup from a few weeks ago. New series by DC just come out, and they're doing an absolutely spectacular job, and the cover work on these books is absolutely spectacular. both these books are going to be done by the same artist, so I'll just mention them once. Brian Hitch, and Brian Hitch, I think, is the artist, while Alex Sinclair does all the color work on them. And absolutely, really, really amazing books. And this is issue number 1. This was the first issue in the Hawkman series, and I just love the image, the I guess the intenseness of the look on his face. I love the gold, very warm tones in the book. I just think this cover is absolutely spectacular.
Very expansive description of why I love this book. All I have to say is ditto.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mike, you want to grab the second book there? There's just pull that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've just. Yeah, these are
Yeah,
really
yeah.
great covers.
And this cover is absolutely sick. This I just can't say enough about it. And yeah, I think as long as the art keeps looking this fantastic on these books, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to spend a few extra seconds on this book. The interiors are also absolutely spectacular. So DC spared no expense on the artwork within this book. If you see some of the spreads within, I mean, I think, and I've also read it. I think it's absolutely spectacular, and definitely one of the better products that DC's been putting out lately.
Yeah, I think we'll find we have a lot of DC product being showcased on this episode, and all I can add to that is check mark, and I agree completely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're not wasting any time here tonight. We're just gonna go. So Mike's got a 2-4.
A 2-4 again, and again, this is a red stripe from when my earlier days. This is a run book that, by any standard, I think, to me, would look like a variant cover, but it's not. It's a beautifully gorgeous cover.
Very atmospheric. I like the noir feel of it.
Oh, man.
Mystique putting the embrace there on kind of comatose
Cyclops.
looking Cyclops there.
Yeah.
Very, very arresting image.
Or is it loving? I don't know. You can look at it either way.
Yeah,
And,
cool cover.
Yeah, I loved it. So
Ah,
and I don't know.
I know
What's to
this
say,
cover. I own
we're-
this cover.
we're going
It's a
back.
great cover.
You've seen on our episodes, we collect these Birds of Prey. Every time I see a cool cover of this series, I pick it up. Gail Simone's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And wouldn't you just love to be the dude in the middle right now? That's all
Yeah.
I could say.
I have that
there's not-
expression.
Not much more to that. A cool cover is a cool cover. And actually, in the summertime, this time of year, we do get daylight that comes in like this. You really got to look at this
Yeah.
cover closely. It does look almost like a photograph.
Lovely land cover.
Oh,
Next up, Jose rocking a Dynamite cover.
Yeah, this is Dynamite's Red Sonja issue number 1. Of course, this is an Adam Hughes variant. I really, really like it. But really, I'm stuck on the 90s Peggy Bundy style hair on Sonja there. Yeah. But it's a great grab, and anytime you can grab a Hughes a book for cover price, is like I said, because I paid cover price for all these things, I mean, I can't go wrong, right? So, going to the second book here, this is a more interesting Hughes cover. This is Magic Order issue number 1. This is the cover C variant Hughes cover. Kind of super hyped as this is the first Netflix book. Plus, it's a Hughes cover, so I gotta grab it. Mike Millar's story is quite good, I found it. So actually a nice pickup, a very cool looking cover. For Hughes, I mean, not your typical thing, but being atypical, I kind of like it.
yeah.
You have to sell me on it, Jose. I think it's spectacular. Yeah.
Great detail in it. It's awesome.
Next up, Eagle-Eyed Oog. Are you doing another 2-4 here?
Another 2-4 of Batman Eternal. This is a plethora of great covers. If you like, basically what they did is the big writer Scott Snyder. Again, they put out this New 52 series, but it was a weekly. This is a dredge to really buy. I only got about 44 of them.
You got 44 of these?
Out of 52.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to buy one every week, and I was just like, it was
Yeah.
just getting to be too much, so I stopped, but I've then picked up a few more. But anyway, what am I saying about this cover? The covers are awesome. This is, someone just looked at it and said, well, who did the cover? And it's Andy Kubert and Brad Anderson. So you get some of the top tier artists, some of the top tier writers, great storyline. And I just thought I'd like to see a little bit more of the Penguin.
Cool.
So I got that Penguin, and just to follow it up,
Nice.
just another killer Penguin. And this guy is James Tyson and Dustin Nguyen. Nice Filipino name. Dustin McGowan did that cover.
Penguin's looking pretty bloody there.
Yeah, but I love the Batman. You can see the Batman. The longer you look at it, it's just awesome. And it's very. At the time, you're talking about 2013, maybe influenced by a mob show or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say this could be your Goodfellas cover.
Sopranos or
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
You almost wouldn't recognize the Penguin. I mean, he just looks like some common mob guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. But that's yeah.
Great cover, Mike. You know, I had a feeling you were going to pick this book, Jose, because if you weren't going to pick this book, I certainly was.
Yeah, this is Aquaman volume number 6, issue number 37. This is the B variant, the Joshua Middleton cover. Middleton is on a hype high, and for good reason. He has been killing it. I saw a previous issue. I never got my hands on number 26 with a fantastic cover with the dolphin on it. And after I missed my chance on that one, I kept an eye on the Aquaman title, which I normally wouldn't do, checking out his covers, and he's been killing it. Like I said, this is one of a plethora of really good Middleton covers on the title. So for the second book there, we have some more art germ. This is Life of Captain Marvel, volume number 2, issue number 1. Wow, instant kind of favorite acquisition for me. Boy, he's on a wild and crazy run of good covers. Now, interesting note, the cover H Virgin variant is dropping for around $200 US on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'd try to grab it for $75 or less if you're really interested in that. I'm very happy with this quote-unquote trade dress cover. So,
Yeah.
I mean, very atmospheric. I love it. Artgerm has been killing it. Enough
Yeah.
said.
Oh
It's,
yeah.
it's one of those books that we both picked up at RetroWare, what 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything art germ, grab.
Absolutely spectacular cover.
Oh, this is a vintage book. Yeah, sneaky in the sense that it's a new acquisition, but not exactly a new cover.
It's a new acquisition, but not a new book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this episode is called the Cool Covers book. I know so far we've all
So
shown
qualified.
modern books, but it isn't modern cool cover books. We're just showing really cool books.
Our texts all crisscrossed.
So, anyways, I mean, I picked this up at the last Toronto Comic Book Show. Saw Lois Lane number 123 from June 1972, and there's nothing key about this book. There's no keys in it whatsoever. But when I saw the cover, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's a Bob Oxner cover, and wow, I just think it's absolutely spectacular.
Mr. Oxnard, he could certainly draw the ladies. And actually, I was going through my collection recently. I can't believe I have well over a dozen Lois Lane titles. Who would have thought that? But I can see why the appeal of it, all the spaciness of it, so to speak, on it. Like I said, I mean, I can totally see why when you saw it, you totally grabbed it.
And for 10
Oh,
bucks,
love
For $10, I mean,
Hello.
hello.
Hello, yeah.
next up we got Big Mike with a nice Catwoman.
Catwoman number 52, of course, and Adam Hughes when he took over in the early 40s for a good portion of the set. Anyway, what's hilarious about this is that the Realm has this at $5. The value of this at $5 is a 9.6.
Yeah, well, you cannot rely on the Realm for new books or getting any accurate kind of
Okay,
guide
so-
as far as pricing. What you should say is use your market knowledge. I've said this before. Any Hughes cover is going to be at least $5, and the better ones, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30.
Love
think
the
this is a great
expression on her
cover.
face. Yeah.
I love the image of looks like the red skull on her glasses. there.
That's amazing, eh?
Fantastic.
Yeah, so basically, at eBay in the last couple sales, I mean, if you were looking at a 9.6 in July, sold for $70, and the last 9.2, and these are raw, I'm talking about, sold for $55.
Which is you should be buyer beware because you should scan those images like as if it was a rediscovery of new chapter of the Bible because it's gonna come down to grading if you're buying a raw book and paying those kind of prices. So be careful out there.
$10.
Fantastic book, Mike. Thanks for bringing it in. I don't think we've ever showed an Elvira book before, have we?
I don't know if you guys have. I know I have it. I don't think. Yeah. So, and again, this is another Dynamite title. I mean, actually, when I think about it, no Marvel, DC, and a couple of Dynamite titles for me in this episode. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, volume number 2, issue number 1. This is the Joseph Michael Listener cover. Now, I've mentioned him before because I have picked up his Dynamite Betty Page covers, and they've been great. Well, who'd have thought? Like Peanut Butter and Chocolate, Elvira and Listener are a great pair. And wow, lovely image. I love the expression on the little like sunglass imp there with a little trident, and of course on the skull. And it's kind of cheesecake, kind of like wink wink kind of cover. Love it.
That is really cool. And I kind of like the whole Elvira image against the blue backdrop like that. It kind of helps it stand out as well, which I think is cool.
Yeah, so like I said, most of these books for me, I've picked up either at Retro Rare or at Gotham Central.
Fantastic book.
Awesome.
Okay, so this doesn't happen very often. I'm the one that gets to end the night.
Nice.
And I'm going to end it with another acquisition from the Toronto. No, sorry, not from the Toronto Comic Book Show. I picked it up at Gotham Central Comics, and I picked this up for no other reason than cover appeal, and that's why I picked it up. I thought it was absolutely spectacular. This is Vampirella from a company we don't mention that often, Harris Comics from 1996. And this is a really, really beautiful cover by an artist named Joe Jusko.
Yeah, I mentioned him before. I featured a Barbarella variant cover that he did for Dynamite, among the many ones that I really enjoyed. So Jusko is a big name, JJ. Yeah, and wow, yeah, you're right. I mean, it comes down to the expression there, and it's just like, wow, it just hypnotizes you.
Yeah, of all the books I've shown tonight for cover appeal, this is by far my favorite. I like the fact it's kind of like a version variant. There's no lettering, nothing.
It is a version
messing up.
variant. No, as they say, trade dress on the cover to distract from the eye appeal of that image, which, just like I said, it just zaps you, man. It makes you want to buy it. $10, okay, it's reasonable, fair enough price for that kind of a book.
And the one last thing I'm going to mention is on the inside, the artwork is also spectacular. It's a veritable who's who of different artists, including Connor Palmati. And if you look inside,
it's got some people from Marvel, and absolutely.
If you look inside the cover, and inside, it's just these big splash pages, sometimes these double page spreads of absolutely spectacular artwork. So anybody that has a chance or really appreciates great art you definitely want to pick up this book. I just can't say enough about it. I love just looking through the inside. Amazing. What else can I say?
No, other than that, we showed some pretty good covers here.
So yeah, that's it. Fast and Furious. We went through how many? But we went through about 15, 20 books there.
Something like that. Yeah, but
And
it was
a small marathon, no big deal.
yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah. So we'll do this every once in a while. Nothing key, nothing special, but just really cool covers of great artists and
Look at and dig for.
stuff we really like. So if you like what you saw, leave a comment, because we love reading them. And we will see you next time.
Hoi hoi.
Special guest Mike, yes.